Tell me how y'all all met. How do y'all all know each other?
From high school.
Yeah.
Well, me and Kelsey didn't meet in high school, actually. We didn't, like, become friends until I was in college.
Yeah, I think we met in high school,
Yeah.
had like a exchange, but yeah, we didn't like actually communicate with each other until after high school.
Yeah, there was, like, a funny story of me coming to a party, and Kelsey told me, like, years later that she saw me at that high school party, and she just immediately didn't like me.
That's true.
I didn't know what I did to make her not like me.
Vibe was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vibes were off.
And that's what a lot of people think when they meet me.
There's just something.
The
not
vibes
quite-
are off,
not
yeah.
quite right.
And then later, a mutual friend that was close with Maddy, that I was kind of getting close to, connected us, and we started hanging out. And then it's weird. Kenz and I were friends like our sophomore year of high school. Then we kind of lost touch for a while, and then we reconnected right around the same time I got connected with Maddy, also through this other mutual friend.
Yeah, and then Maddy and I knew Maddy since middle school, but we didn't like hang out till probably about the same time that we all got together in
Yeah,
college.
yeah. It's like we've been kind of in one friend group with a rotating cast of people for a while, and we're
Yeah,
kind
but-
of like the last three
We're
standing.
the core three.
The core three, yeah. Yeah.
How many people were in the friend group before?
The original one,
Almost like 7 at one point.
Yeah.
In the iMessage chat.
yeah, there was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then for different reasons, we've either all fallen out with those same people, or some of us have fallen out and other people haven't, and they come back around. And
There's just, I mean, also, it doesn't have to be like falling. Some people just like grew apart, you know. And
yeah,
that's the way things
that
go,
too.
and-
What's it like? Okay, so like you have a big friend group, right? And then one of y'all has a falling out with one of the other people. What is that like in the friend group?
Kelsey.
yeah, that actually happened because the mutual friend that kind of connected the three of us again, I had a falling out with, and she's still in their lives. I guess maybe you guys experienced that differently than I did, right? Because for me, it was like a ending the friendship and, you know, all of this stuff. And it was kind of intense for a while, but I think I'm in like a friendly acquaintance place with her now. Like
Yeah,
we
I'd say
can
so.
we can all like hang out together and stuff. But for a while, it wasn't really like that. And I don't know how that affected you guys.
I think in the beginning, that was the first falling out that anybody had in our friend group. And
Yeah.
so we probably didn't handle it as best as, I know I didn't handle it as best as I could have, but whatever, I was a 16-year-old. But after that point, you learn that you can separate two friendships and have them be as equally meaningful and not make one person feel as if they're less than, or
Yeah.
they have less than a relationship than the other person. There's like a balance that you have to strike there.
Yeah.
Which you can tell me if we've been able to. strike
Well,
that balance.
we were 21,
Yeah.
not 16.
Yeah.
Oh, was that when it happened? Oh.
Yeah, we were
Right.
21. I remember.
You're right,
yeah.
yeah.
we were 21.
16,
Still
21.
really
is
So-
the
same
same
thing.
Probably the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
you really think about it?
My frontal lobe wasn't developed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, regardless. I also think it really depends on the emotional maturity of the person, like, of the two people. If you're trying to stay friends with two people and they're not friends anymore, you can be as diplomatic as you would like, but it's really up to them to be okay with it or not. But I will say that I think everybody that's been in our friend group, like current or past, has been really good about that.
You know what's actually funny about the word diplomatic is the girl that does my hair does this other friend of ours hair that we're talking about right now that I'm not friends with anymore. And she just cut my hair like the other weekend. And she was talking about this friend I used to have. And she said, you guys are so diplomatic. Like, I know you guys aren't friends, but I still don't know why. Because every time I ask you guys, you guys are both just like, oh, they're cool. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You know? And so she's like, I want the tea. And I'm like,
You
There is
are,
no
like,
tea,
really
yeah.
good about
4 years
that,
too late.
Because there's
Yeah.
Wait, how old are we? 5.
yeah.
6?
any-
Wait, hold on.
anytime that we have a birthday celebration or just a gathering where we want to get our whole friend group together, you've been really good about making it professional and, you know, being cool around
Yeah.
them. And
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yes, yeah. And that was,
Yeah.
You've never made it awkward or anything.
That's
Which
good.
you wouldn't.
That's good feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's true. No, it is true.
And
Yeah.
vice versa. with
Yeah,
that other person.
yeah.
Okay. It's impossible to be like best friends with like 7 people
Mhm.
inside of a group. You're just not gonna be best friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. When it gets that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when our group was that big, there were kind of like duos and trios within. Like I'm thinking to the OG, like there were people I was closer to that really were only in, I'm thinking of one person in particular, close in y'all's life because I was close to them. And then as soon as I wasn't close with them, they were, like there was definitely duos within the big group.
I mean, since I was the only one that was not in the state of Texas at the time, because when we were in college, I went out of state to school. And so we had this group text, and when I came back, it was like everybody's there all at once. So I would only see you guys if it was like the entire group.
That's
for
true.
Those years, and then people would come and go, but like it was always a group hangout thing for me.
That's true. Yeah, it was like when you'd come home from breaks from college and we'd do like big,
Yeah,
gatherings or whatever.
yeah. So for me, I guess I never really thought about it this way. It was just like there's gang, there's fam.
Yeah.
Have y'all had moments in between the 3 of y'all or 2 of y'all that could have been like deal breakers that somehow y'all made it through?
I thought last night was gonna be, I got so nervous.
No, that's not even close. No.
And I was actually thinking to myself, I was like, man, I hope that she doesn't think that me being so angry at her is a friendship ending thing, because it's not.
Wait, you got angry at her?
Well, I don't know if I would angry. Annoyed maybe was like a better word for it. I don't think you're right. I think angry is a little bit too harsh of an emotion. But I was thinking, I was like, because I know you and I know that you tend to like, really care about the feelings of the people that you're around. I was thinking to myself as I was like, I told you I was on a hot girl walk when this was happening. So I'm like stomping down the neighborhood streets angrily. And I was annoyedly. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm going to tell her how I feel, but I really hope that she doesn't like think that, that this means anything for our friendship.
No, I wanted y'all's perspective, and it, I don't ever want to steamroll y'all and like give you reasons why I'm doing something until the point where you guys are like, okay. Like I know there's inherently going to be things that I do wrong that I'm just going to have to sit with,
Yeah, like same though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, to answer his question, I don't think I've ever felt between the 2 of y'all like, oh, it's getting really close to where like I'm gonna cut it off. Like I don't think I've ever felt that way.
I think that a big part of being close friends with somebody is knowing that that person, just like you, has flaws and choosing to love them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a point, though. None of y'all have like ever reached it, but I think there's certain times when we've expressed like boundaries to each other, and there's...
Yeah, I think that's a big thing for me. I think looking back at like any friendship and relationship that I've kind of cut out of my life or had a falling out with, it really comes down to boundaries and me like having to repeat myself over and over again and then feeling violated by that. That's really like the only reason I would ever feel like I can't have a friendship anymore, is like, oh, there's not like a mutual respect of boundaries here. And I've never felt that way.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, and like last night or yesterday, whenever that was, like isn't even like close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Not
that's
at all.
like
Not at all.
no, like that's not even
Oh,
no.
God.
No,
Yeah.
that's like nothing to
You'd
even
have to do way
stir
worse
on.
to get rid of me.
I
Yeah.
hope I don't do way worse to you.
No, it was not that big of a deal.
Not at all.
Do y'all have a problem saying a boundary to each other or something you need and having and worrying about the person's going to reject it, or is it a thing of like you can say a boundary and that person will go, oh, I hear you, I understand as your friend, and that's kind of why you are close?
I feel that way because you guys are very reasonable people.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like we've had friends that are not so reasonable, and it's like asserting a boundary is like it's like such an assassination to them. Where it's like, I know if I had a boundary, you guys would be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't berate me about it. Like you guys are understanding and reasonable. And I think the same thing, if you guys were like, I don't want to do this or talk about this or whatever, I'd be like, okay.
I think it's also just something, a characteristic that like everyone or you both have, or just the way that you work, your mind works, I've become assimilated to, and I accept it and I love it you know? There's obviously some points where it like clashes with whatever characteristic I have, but for the most part, I'm friends with y'all because I love y'all's personalities and I accept y'all for who you are. And if there's ever a point where, you know, I get angry or upset about something, there's still this love for y'all that overweighs that I realize that I have a lot more capacity to be patient with than I would with maybe somebody else that I wasn't as close with.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, there was even that one time, remember, when you like straight up just asked me point blank, you were like, is there anything I can do to be a better friend to you? Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
I do.
And I was like this, and then you were like, okay. And
Yeah.
you texted me the next day, you were like, thanks for that. And everything was great. And it was like such a relief to be like, oh my God. Like I can say how I feel in a kind way.
Yeah.
But like to be heard by a friend is, like we mentioned, probably like the main reason why people aren't sitting on this couch with us right now is because we didn't feel heard.
Yeah.
What inspired you to ask her that, Kelsey?
I don't know.
4 margaritas.
Yeah, we were drunk carving pumpkins. We were, scratch that, redact that. We were hanging out carving pumpkins.
Hey, Maddie.
Not everybody there had to be drunk.
I was like, you weren't even there.
Yeah, that's true. Maddie wasn't there.
You were
Sorry,
not there.
sorry.
You were actually 3 stories above.
I've never
sleeping.
drank.
That's
drunk
true, yeah.
You were in the
before my
building.
life.
No hide nor tail. Did we see of you that night?
All right, yeah.
So,
Yeah, you were
I
studying.
don't condone.
I don't know. It just kind of came out. And I remember being like, oh shit, she's going to answer this.
I remember being like, oh, she just asked me that. And it wasn't even just us. There was like an audience.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot of people there, people I didn't even really know.
Yeah.
But I
It was like the
appreciate
movie
that.
Challengers. They talk.
Oh, yeah.
I was
like
thinking,
that one?
like, you know, like once a month, y'all should have like some sort of like get together where y'all basically ask each other, like, hey, what can I do to be a better friend? Like over like pumpkin carving or whatever.
We do it once a month. That's the only time we see Maddie.
Why did I just catch a stray?
Well,
Out of nowhere.
actually, yeah, Kenz is about to leave us for like a year.
I
She
am.
leaves at the end of this month. So we're kind of savoring as much Kenz as we can right now.
Yeah, it's very hard. I'm in my last semester of school, and it's required a lot of sacrifices amongst my friends and also family and my partner and everything. And I just become so grateful for them because of the patience they've had with me. And like I was mentioning before, they have the capacity to be a little bit more patient with me whenever I'm not always available, or if I do cancel at the last second just because I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which means a lot to me because I don't think many people would understand what I'm like going through, you know, but you guys have been very understanding about that. I'm really grateful for that.
And when I say that we only see you once a month, it's just because I like to hang out with you. Just teasing. But yeah, some of us have to do important things. And some of us aren't employed, not naming names.
That's the thing, though, is that something that I also learned, or I didn't learn, but it was just like it came to the forefront of my mind, is that like everyone is doing important things in their life, and you cannot, you know, think that what you're doing is more important than what other people are doing.
Sure, but you're also allowed to take whatever you need to take. You know, you can't prioritize like other
Yeah,
people's important
objectively,
stuff.
though, if we're really thinking about it, law school is kind of a big deal.
I don't know.
So we can make exceptions.
But yeah, it's interesting when Kenz leaves because I feel like the chemistry of our group is so rooted in the three of us. I'm really curious what, like, how our friendship is going to look.
Yeah.
You better FaceTime me.
Yeah.
You guys are hanging out without me. I better be getting a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird.
Well, we are traveling together.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
We're going to Portugal together on a girls' trip.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Making it out of the group chat. So.
You're going to check the group chat.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta
I know. I'm going to have to check it.